Grab your beverage of choice. This is your daily reminder. Drink some water. It's good for you. But no matter what is in your cup, we're going to cheers today. We're going to cheers to a great day. Cheers. Or night. It might be nighttime. I don't know what time you watch, you know? Who knows? I didn't drink. Here I am reminding you to drink water and I just put my cup down. Like, hello. Also, if you guys have not seen the 2 new items added to the Sassy merch for the little don't collection that we have going, because people loved the phrase that is on the mug. We got hats and we got hoodies now with that phrase. It's joce.bedard.com. So make sure you guys get them before they run out. It's a limited edition because I am a limited edition. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? I would hate myself if I was like that. Anyways, have you guys ever been to a bad wedding? I've been to boring weddings, but nothing where like shit really hit the fan. But in today's video, guests have gone on the internet to expose the worst weddings they've ever been to. I am so excited for today's video. The bride and her sisters did a striptease / lap dance on the groom immediately following dinner in front of his grandmother. It's one thing for the bride to do a little cheeky number on her man in front of everybody, but like your sisters too. I'm just trying to put myself in the situation and like me and my sisters giving a tease lap dance to my boyfriend
in front of our grandparents.
You couldn't pay me. You could not pay me. I worked at a high-end golf club in Seattle that held extravagant weddings on a regular basis. This wedding in Samoa, I don't know if I'm saying that right, you guys, is perhaps my favorite. All of the guys wore lime green vests and snapbacks that matched. That's actually fun. As mentioned in the contract, the wedding party must order food from the golf club's restaurant. Instead, they order Domino's and the pizza delivery man serves them pizza while they sit in a beautiful restaurant. Right before the marriage, the bride and groom had a fist fight, which caused the ceremony to be postponed until bruises could be concealed with cosmetics. A live band was engaged to perform at the event, but they were not fed. The lead vocalist decides to speed down the hill during their first break to fetch a drink. There's so much happening here. But I could care less about the pizza and the vests. The whole thing about the bride and groom. What does groom mean? Had a fist fight. A fist fight and bruises were left? Oh my God. If we're talking about bride and groom, somebody please object. Object. This ain't healthy. Oh my God. Oh my God. What does groom mean? I'm so confused right now. Oh, it was my own wedding. Oh no. In a Mississippi judge's office with a bag of Cheetos on her desk. She wiped her hands on a napkin, grabbed a Bible, and did her thing with orange crumbs on her lips. Her work heels were not on because she was in her office. It was extremely rushed. I understand that she was on her break, but we didn't mind waiting. I don't know why they rushed us through. Oh, so you're talking about like a courtroom wedding where you go down to the court, you make it legal. Oh, so the judge like didn't bother, you know, waiting till after she finished her Cheetos and freshened up a little bit. At least you have a story to tell. Every time you see Cheetos, you will think of your wedding day. Beautiful. It's beautiful. I hope when I look at pickles, I'll think of my wedding day. I don't know why, but I'll make sure that pickles are there and involved in my wedding day memories. A wedding on the beach behind Hooters. Now this I can get on board with. They have some good deep fried pickles. The officiant stood next to a trash bin. Okay. As if it was planned, the trash collector pulled up during the vows. Did he wait to change the bag? Absolutely not. Children at the wedding swarmed the couple like flies around the trash can just after the kiss, stepping all over her dress. She bent over to adjust her sandal and a pack of Marlboro, I can't say this. I know exactly what Marlboro. I'm trying to say Marlboro. I cannot just say it smoothly. Reds fell out of the bust along with her right breast. It felt like we were rubbernecking instead witnessing a marriage. Wow. That was like such a vision I could almost see the entire scene painted out in front of me. It's honestly like a scene in a movie. If you have watched Shameless, it just reminds me of that show and the Gallagher family. Like, they would have a wedding like that. And I love them. You know what? I'd go to this wedding. Whatever. The best man screwed the groom's mother between the meal and the dancing. The groom finds out and punches the best man, breaking his hand. The best man drives away and gets stopped by the police for drunk driving. Being a wedding photographer is awesome. Oh my God, listen, I get it. Like, I'm thinking about the groomsmen doing that, but can we take a second to think about the mother doing that to her son on her son's day, but also her son's best friend? I don't know who I'm more angry at. The bride made a speech thanking her in-laws for financial assistance for the event. Her mother was not thanked and she was furious. There was a long head table for bridal party and parents. It was made out of small tables pushed together, covered by one long tablecloth. The mother pulled a small table out of the arrangement, catching the tablecloth and nearly destroying the head table setup. Now the bride got angry and there was much back and forth with various family members attempting to make peace. The mother refused to push back her table and began to invite others to sit with her, all people who were not meant to be seated at the front. Mother of the bride continued to sit there and talk smack about her daughter, the bride, to anyone who would listen. Thank you so much, Mom. I so appreciate that. That is so like childish and dramatic. Like, seriously, Mom? I would have asked her to leave. They'd be acting like that. I would have said, well, you know what? You're no longer welcome here. My lips, y'all. Vaseline is where it's at. And lip oils from Dollar Tree. You already know I went to Dollar Tree when I was in my hometown because we don't have any in downtown Toronto. And it was like going to Disney World. I haven't been there in like months. It was so exciting. I had one of my friends from high school get married in a trashy way. His fiance at the time invited him to lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings, and she had also invited the whole family. They were in on it. And once my friend showed up, he found out it was a surprise wedding, just like you would do a surprise birthday party. The even trashier part is they didn't reserve the restaurant or anything. So in his wedding photos, standing in front of the bathrooms, by the way, you can see complete strangers coming out of the bathrooms. At least book out one of the private rooms at these places. Or say, tell them what it's for. Ask for a private area. You know what I mean? I don't call that trashy. I think you should get married however the heck you want to get married. If you want to get married in a backyard with outhouses as bathrooms, who cares? Do what you gotta do. Do whatever you want. You're on a budget. Who knows? But you could still have done that and just asked if they have any type of private area, if you could take the back corner, anything. I'm sure they could have accommodated. Wedding was in a suburban driveway. A driveway. See, talk about a budget-friendly wedding. I'm here for it. The maid of honor stole the bouquet from someone's garden, and the best man proudly announced he had shoplifted the rings. I'm not for this anymore. I take that back. The groom wore a button-down shirt that said F off in fancy lettering. That's kind of funny. The bride stopped in the middle of the vows to tell her mother to get that frickin' kid out of here. It was her second kid by the previous bloke. When it was over, we apologized to the celebrant. He said he'd seen worse. Well, I've read worse in this video actually. I've read worse stories. There's some pretty bad ones in here. Groom's best man went around with a naked photo of the groom. Hold on. Why does he have a naked photo of the groom? I need more details. Showed everyone, including the bride and groom's family. Oh, the worst part was there were kids at the wedding, including the bride's very young son, and it wasn't a small photo either, on his phone. It was a huge canvas of the groom nude. This is illegal. Is it not? Isn't that some kind of I did not give you consent to be plastering and showing everyone and bringing this canvas of my naked photo to why? I need answers. Why does he have a photo of you naked? Why did he print it? Did he think that was funny? Are you friends with him? Did you kick him out? Did you call the police? Ugh, people are so strange. A family member of mine's second wedding reception was held inside an indoor gun range. That's allowed? The groom was obviously an avid hunter because the entire wedding party was wearing camouflage suits. And the bonus was the open bar consisting of 2 kegs of Coors Light sitting trash cans filled with ice. Listen, I know like there are certain people who would so vibe with this wedding. This is all they need. Going to a wedding like this would be so fun for them. Me, not so much. First of all, I hate beer. Ever since I played Power Hour when I was a teenager, my friend no one made me play Power Hour. It was my friend's idea and I willingly played Power Hour. If you don't know what that is, you take a shot of beer every minute of the hour. You sit there in a circle for an hour and you have a playlist that's an hour long, and every 60 seconds the song changes. So every time the song changes, everyone sits there with a case of beer and a shot glass. I got to like 40 something and I was pretty much dead. And I was probably, no, I was legal of age. Totally legal, old enough to drink alcohol. Yeah, killed me, and I still to this day cannot smell or taste beer. Anyways, just in case you wanted to know. I don't even know where to begin. Ceremony was comprised of immediate family, then followed by a reception with all guests in a relatively nice hotel banquet hall. Sounds good so far. An hour in, at 7 p.m., the open bar was completely closed down because multiple guests were throwing up in the bathroom sinks, causing flooding. The groom was so wasted even before the ceremony, but was blackout by the time of reception. What a waste of alcohol. During the first dance, he kept his hands in his cargo pant khakis the entire time and ate dinner sitting on the floor in the corner of the hall while the bride sat at the head table alone. Oh, divorce. About 2 hours in, the groom randomly left and slept at their house while the bride stayed in the newlywed suite by herself. They are now separated, as you may have assumed by this point. I wasn't even trying to be rude. I was just saying divorce. There's no way. There ain't no way, man. No way. Oh, I could just feel the sass coming out of me if I was in that moment. If I was that bride. Whew! It's not me. Girl, calm down. This ain't you. I'm gonna pick a fight with my boyfriend after this. There were no tables or chairs. Like none. They had an open bar, but no chairs. Everyone had to put their drink on the ground and hold their plate to eat. Oh my God, I didn't even think about eating. It was crazy. Everyone just assumed that some sort of terrible thing happened where the tables and chair people didn't bring them. But afterwards, I asked her, the bride, what happened? And she just said, oh, we would have had to pay extra for that. Honestly, you should have just said like BYOC, bring your own chair. I would have just wrote on my invitation, bring a lawn chair. Bring a plastic chair. Bring a freaking chair from your dining room. You can bring it home after. Put your name on it. Better than not having anything for them. Bring a beanbag. Bring a pillow to sit on. Like, there's so many options. Oh my God. A beanbag wedding. Tell me you wouldn't have the time of your life at a beanbag wedding if everyone's chair was a beanbag. I'm onto something here. All right, guys. Let me know your horrible wedding stories. I'm getting out of here, though. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. And I'll see you tomorrow.